Philadelphia Mummery is mostly generational, and it is passed down through the families. But then I could see it more like in later years now of the mummers, that it becomes more extended family. If you're a die-hard mummer and you really are dedicated to your club or dedicated to your craft, especially the people who are in the creative end, so a lot of the times the family wants to see them, they go to the club and then they get hooked. That's what happened to me.
We try and encourage younger participants to keep a long-standing tradition alive.
We have 3 kids that were in here. They passed it down to a cousin of theirs, and now he won first place last year, Nicky, and he's coming out this year. And so I think a lot of it is word of mouth of how much fun they wind up having and the enjoyment in it.
That's what the Mummers Parade is. It's a combination, a blending of all the traditions of all the peoples that came to Philadelphia and settled here.
We really appreciate all the Mummers groups that are here today. We have a new group, the Spartans, that are going to be acknowledged today, as well as our representative from the string bands. But a couple years ago, because we wanted to include our most important commodity in the Department of Parks and Recreation, which is our children, our after-school program. So Valerie Arendakis, who is our visual arts coordinator, is Valerie around here somewhere? There she is, dressed in red, appropriately. She started this Mummers poster contest, and it really's taken off. And we have a lot of emerging artists in our after-school program, obviously, and we might even have some emerging mummers in our after-school program. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call your name. You come up here, Deputy Mayor. We'll give you your certificate, and you stay up here. And maybe you can get in front, make sure the Spartan doesn't attack you when you're up here, but maybe you'll get a good picture with him. So first from D. Finnegan, Shamar Swint. Shamar Swint. There he is. Come on up, Shamar. Also from D. Finnegan Playground, Camille Washington. Camille Washington, there she is. Now, D. Finnegan is in South Philly, so we know they know about the Mummer, so maybe they had a little bit of an edge coming into this. Also in South Philly, from Star Garden, Nina Jolies. Nina? Whoa, hey, Nina. How you doing? Also from Star Garden, Ella Thomas. Ella Thomas. There it is. From Houseman Playground, that's in the Northeast, in Oxford Circle. They're not here, okay? From Bridesburg, Nick Antipuna. Nick, all right. Also from Bridesburg, Dylan Hartman. Dylan, all right, Dylan. Also from Bridesburg, Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell. Great sports commentator, Bill Campbell. Again from Bridesburg, Ryan Lakowitz. Another one from Bridesburg, Cassidy Hartman. That looks like a Mummer shirt to me. And the last one from Bridesburg, Claudia Rona. We also have some folks representing Mayfair. From Mayfair Recreation Center, Lucy Chen. All right. Also from Mayfair, Allison Gagney. Alyssa Heens. Jal Netto. John Netto. Okay. Come on, John. and Bryn Thompson. Bryn Thompson is not here. We also had folks from Stenton Park in Olney there, and Hausman, which I said is in Oxford Circle. They weren't able to get here today.
Prior to the parade, we have Kazoo Day, where people bring out different kazoos. We have bands play, and it's more strutting. And we have Hat Day, and you wear the wackiest hat. And these are all like the Sundays before New Year's.
My insider tip is to come see the string bands where they line up down at Marconi Plaza. We'll be down there starting around 10:30. That's where we all get off our buses. We'll put our suits on and start to assemble our props. We might do a little rehearsing. You'll hear a little music. You might see a little bit of our show.
In the convention center, just check out the Fancy Brigade Floats and Props. We're a 4-minute Broadway show. We have lights. We have smoke. We have people flying. We have Ford.
In each organization, there's many unique instruments from banjos, accordions.
We love to have our pictures taken, so come and see us. Ask us for a photo or just hop right in.
My band starts playing as early as 8 o'clock in the morning and waking up the neighbors. And then after the parade is done on Broad Street, when we do go back to our respective clubs, we keep it going. And we don't stop until January 2nd. And
it's family, it's friends, it's traditions. That's what we do, that's why we do it, and that's what makes it so different than every other parade in this country.
There are many groups involved with the Mummers Parade. We have the Comics, the Wench Brigades, the Fancies, the String Bands, and the Fancy Brigades. And on New Year's Day, come rain or shine, the Fancy Brigades are always in the convention center. And we have a councilman, one of our great councilmen, a great supporter of the Department of Parks and Recreation, who's actually a mummer himself with the Fancy Brigades, and he's here with us today. And he's going to talk a little bit about some additions that we have to the Fancy Brigades, and also this new group. They have over 60 members. It's one of the first new groups, I think, in the Fancy Brigades in decades. So we're glad to see the Fancy Brigades growing, and they look like they're pretty fancy already. They got a mascot. They have great jackets, and we're going to introduce Councilman Mark Squilla to talk a little bit about them and the Fancy Brigades.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I always like when I get to go in front of the mayor instead of after him, so I get to speak as long as I want. But just to say, I am a member of the Fancy Brigades in the Mummers, but the Mummers parade is the oldest folk parade in the country. So it's something that's a great honor for me to be a part of, and all the divisions in the parade are very special, starting off from the Comics to the Fancies, to the String Bands, to the Brigades. And it just means so much when you're out there on the street and you're able to make people smile and they're happy to see you go by dressed up in your suits for the day. And it's a special feeling, at least a special feeling for me. And it's also a special feeling for the city of Philadelphia. Now they get to represent both the Mummers and the city of Philadelphia. They go hand in hand with each other. And so it's so important part to be able to understand that the Mummers are a big part of Philadelphia tradition. And being part of the brigades, like Paul just said, and this would not happen, though, this parade, without the help of Philadelphia Parks and Rec. And I think Deputy Mayor Michael DeBerardinis and Paul Dignam, and I think they deserve a big round of applause for everything that they do for the city of Philadelphia. Leo Dignam, I'm sorry. Leo's younger brother is a... I'm sorry, Leo, I apologize. But it's just the brigades part of the Mummers Parade is special in the way that they guaranteed the city an event, whether rain or shine. They're able to go inside in the convention center. They have two shows, one show at noon and another show at 5 o'clock. These shows are for the people of the city of Philadelphia, but also tourists to come in to guarantee them an event just in case there's inclement weather. And it's very important for the city to be able to promote that, because when we have something, we want to promote hotels, restaurants, and people to come in and sell them packages. You know, they come down here to see the Mummers, and they always want to see the Mummers. But for some reason, if it doesn't happen and the parade for some reason is rescheduled because of weather, we're able to guarantee them a show. So that's a big part also of selling the city and selling the mummers to people outside the region, to get them to appreciate what we know that we have. It's a great opportunity for people to see something that is unique. It's kind of funny when you're trying to explain the mummers to people. You tell them it's a bunch of people dressed up in suits, sequins, and plumes and flowers and everything else walking down the street. And they said, well, what are they doing? I'm saying, well, it's kind of hard to explain the whole atmosphere of being a mummer, but when you're in that parade and you know it, it's really an exciting feature to see all the people on the side smiling, having a great time. And, you know, in Philadelphia, people do go out New Year's Eve, but they make sure they're up early to get out there and watch the parade and go on that street and have a great time. And so it's important for us to realize that you, as young people here, winning the awards today, may one day grow up to be a mummer, may one day grow up to have your family go watch the parade. And beside the parade itself, the mummers organizations are great community servers. They go out there, they work within their communities, they support all the nonprofits that are surrounding the neighborhoods, and it's an important aspect of not only a one-day parade, they're involved all year round. So we need to congratulate all the mummers that are here today and thank them for not only for the mummers parade, but what they do for the city all year round. Thank you. And we do have a new group here, the Spartans, that are now going up for the first year. Not that they're all new mummers, because a lot of these guys have been mummers their whole lives, but they formed a new organization and have a new club that'll be going up first, unfortunately. But they are promising a great show for us. And know that they only do 4.5 minutes up there, and you see them on TV. This show has been worked on and practiced from as far back in the summertime that they start their drilling procedures. They do choreography and making their suits and everything that they do. So a lot of work and effort goes into this, and we're proud and honored to have a new group join the parade this year. And so a big round of applause for the Spartans. And this year, too, we have a special group that we always had before, the female impersonators. And I'd just like to bring Scott Brown up just to tell you a little bit about the new organization that is formed with us, with the female impersonator group coming up in the Mummers Parade this year. Thank you. Scott?
Okay. So I again thank you for coming today, and again thanks to the Spartans for this art contest that some of the young youth in the Philadelphia area has worked on, and I know some of the youth here have also participated in their scholarship program, so that's great. I do have the greatest boss in the world. Councilman Squilla is definitely the best. I work on two specialties. I work for veterans and for the LGBT community. The female impersonators date back to the 1920s, and earlier this week we had the press conference, and we introduced 11 female impersonators and 7 female kings. So that's been brought back to the parade. It stepped out about 1983, and now is officially, last year was its first year kickoff, but this year officially going to kick off the 2014 Mummers Day Parade from Washington Avenue and walk around City Hall, and then go in the Convention Center, and at the 5 o'clock show, they'll be judged and in their costume and performance. So, again, it's a great honor to bring back the LGBT community. A special ticket discount code if anybody's thinking about purchasing tickets. Use the LGBT even as an ally and a friend of the community, and you'll have the discount for the inside show, and that goes for the noon show and the 5. So it's great to see this tradition. I know that the String Band Association has also worked with us with the different female impersonators down on 2nd Street, so it's been a great honor to work this community back into the New Year's Day Parade. So I forgot. And also this year we'll have the guest Freedom Band. The Freedom Band is again the LGBT community organized band that has friends and allies also that participate. They're going to have about 55 playing members from all over the country. They have people coming even from Europe to play for New Year's Day. So they'll be with the female impersonators this year and hopefully next. But the Freedom Band has definitely been a great friend to this part of the parade and hopefully for years to come. So that's great. Thanks. Leo.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Councilman Squilla. I just have to correct Scott on one thing. Actually, myself and Mike DiBerardinis have the best boss in the city. But anyway, little known fact about the Mummers Parade. It was ranked this year as one of the top 10 parades in the country by National Geographic magazine. So that's quite a list to be on. And we're less than 2 weeks away from the 114th annual Mummers Parade, when 10,000 mummers covered in feathers and sequins and boas will march up Broad Street. We have fan-friendly performance areas where we have lifelong fans, first-timers, and people from all over the world that are coming into Philadelphia to ring in the new year in Philadelphia. Today we're here at the Visitor Center, Independence Mall. We want to thank our hosts here. I see all of the staff back there, Christine, Ellie, and Jen, who are selling tickets for the Mummers Parade for our grandstand area at 16th and JFK. That's our plug. But we're also excited to have here, of course, Mayor Michael Nutter and Deputy Mayor Michael DeBerardinis. We already heard from Councilman Squilla and Scott Brown. We also have Bob Shadden, who is the president of the Mummers and Shooters, as well as all the different Mummers organizations, and, of course, our after-school Mummers poster contest winners who really want to get a picture with the mayor at some point today. So I'm sure, he'll accommodate us with this. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my boss, Deputy Mayor Michael DeBerardinis.
Thanks, Leo. Hi, everybody. First, I want to congratulate again the winners of the poster contest. Congratulations to you guys. It's wonderful that you participated in this contest and that you come to our centers every day and you participate in the programs, because this is why we're here. I mean, we are the Parks and Rec Department. We take care of the land, but we also take care of the young kids in our city and give them opportunities that they may not have normally have, and it really sort of give them a chance to succeed and to get in touch with their neighborhood and understand the history of their neighborhood, the history of the city, and sort of grow up to be great citizens. And you're on your way, and congratulations to you and to your parents. So let's have another round of applause for them. The Mummers, like everybody says, it's a unique parade, and I think one of the things that distinguishes it is its family roots. This is not a corporate-sponsored parade. This isn't millions of corporate dollars and millions of television dollars coming in and people use that money to create the parade. This parade comes up from the grassroots, comes up from the neighborhoods of this city and the histories of those neighborhoods. And that's what, in part, makes this parade so special in the life of the city. It also what's special about the parade is it brings the people from those neighborhoods and the families from those neighborhoods to the viewings, to the performance areas, which we have worked very hard over the years to create performance areas that are family-friendly and fan-friendly. So there's food and there's restrooms, there's places to be, places to sit, so you can really enjoy the parade. And the 16th and JFK area, the viewing area there is just spectacular, and that's ticketed. And if you really want to get a great view of the parade at the highest performance level, that's where to go. So I'd suggest that you take a look at that. So I just want to thank Leo and all the staff of the department. Literally hundreds of men and women from the department are on the street that day, leading up the city's public property and police and the rescue units who were on duty that day. We're just so proud to be that lead agency. We've been doing it for a long time. Leo is the best at it, and the staff we have on the street work on the parade because they love the parade. That's why they volunteer to do it. So we really feel connected to the parade and just look forward to New Year's Day every year for that very reason. So again, we're just happy to be with you guys, to be part of this fabulous tradition. You need support to do this work. This parade needs support from City Hall to succeed. And I tell you, I know I can count on my boss, our mayor, for that support when it comes to the parade. And we're so lucky to have him here with us today. So please join me in welcoming our mayor, Michael Nutter, to the podium.
Mike, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. It is certainly exciting to be here for the 2014, soon to be 2014 Mummers Parade, and I want to thank Mike and his team, Mike and Leo, and the entire Parks and Recreation Department, Mark Folk and Sue Slauson as well. Big shout out and round of applause to Bob Shannon, Mummers String Band Association. Bob, thank you. so very much. Really, really appreciate it. In the back, I think it may have been blocked by some of the cameras, is our host of hosts, and that, of course, is Jim Corrado. Jim, thank you very, very much for having us here today. The mummers who are here, can we give them a big round of applause as well? Thank you very, very much. As was mentioned earlier, we also we're going to have the LGBT community significantly represented, as well as the Freedom Band as well. But one of the most exciting components of at least today's announcement, New Year's Day will be New Year's Day. But what I also really love, and that Mike and Leo and the whole team have put together, is our young people who participate in the Mummers Parade art contest. Can we give them a big, big round of applause? We are so excited. These young people, I think, as most folks know, for more than a century, the Mummers Parade has truly been unlike anything you're going to find anywhere in the world. You can only get this in Philadelphia. But it's also the oldest continuous folk festival in the world, and it is a rich tradition that is, quite honestly, uniquely Philadelphia. This year's parade, of course, will kick off at 9:30 a.m. New Year's Day at Broad and Washington. It's been mentioned earlier, attendees can enjoy the parade from 5 special performance zones as more than 10,000 vibrantly dressed mummers strut through clouds of confetti and glitter toward City Hall. For an exclusive view, and it's been mentioned a couple times, so we can't overemphasize it, the enhanced grandstand entertainment zone on JFK Boulevard between 15th and 16th will feature more than 1,500 ticketed seats in our bleachers. The parade is also, quite honestly, an annual boost to our local economy, draws spectators and participants from around the world. And I've often seen folks who were maybe here for a New Year's Eve celebration. They're from out of town. They may not have actually heard about the New Year's Day celebration, and wander out onto Broad Street, and you can see the look on their face trying to figure out what in the world is going on in this city. But they join right in. We, of course, are one of the most diverse cities in the country, if not the world. We have cultural assets that rival any, and that's, of course, for the thrill of both our residents and our visitors. The Mummers Parade is one of many defining annual events here in the city. And for that, we also want to thank our city representative, Desiree Peterkin-Bell, who is in the back. When you talk about things like the International Flower Show, the Philadelphia Marathon, Wild Wild Welcome America, Global Fusion Festival, just to name a few, and you know that there are a ton more things that go on in this city virtually every month. Visitor spending from arts and culture, dining, nightlife, restaurants, hotels in the greater Philadelphia area generate $24 million a day, according to our partners at PHL-CBB. And that gives you some idea of the impact that the Mummers Parade has over the course of a weekend. Parade is clearly the place to be. Philadelphia is that place on New Year's Day. And so just make sure you come out, have a great time. As has been said earlier, this is a very, very family-oriented, fun event. Don't forget about fireworks the night before. Two sets of fireworks, one at 6 p.m., one at midnight. Stay up all night, and then come out and see the mummers strut their stuff. Take care. Let's have a great time. Bye-bye.
We have just a few little other announcements, but before we do that, we wanted to introduce Mr. Bob Shannon, who's the president of the Mummers and Shooters Association. He's going to say a few words about the parade.
This is easy for me to say. It's tough for me to say it to you because I'm the biggest guy who was on Broad Street, and everybody looked at me, but they didn't laugh at me because I was wearing feathers and boa and all the other stuff. But it's a great honor of being the president of the Mummers Association and being able to talk to you children. You did an outstanding job. I think all you boys and girls deserve another round of applause. Philadelphia is a great culture, and Philadelphia brings the culture out. And you see it New Year's Day, you see it every single day of the year, the culture of the city of Philadelphia. And this is what we want to see keep on going. The city of Philadelphia is being honored this year by having some outside visitors come here. And the visitors coming from here to join with the fans this year are coming from the state of Texas. They're coming from Florida. They come from Ireland, which I had the pleasure of going to many times with the organization that I belong to. And also this year we're bringing about 8 to 10 coming in from Spain. And they're just wanting to see the way the city Philadelphia treats their people and treats this great tradition that we have as Mummers. I want to introduce the president of the String Band Association, which I have a strong feeling for, is Marty Good. It's great to have the honor of being able to say that I was a captain of Quaker City String Band for 38 years, and I got older and older and older. But and my father was in the organization for 78 years. So it's a good stepping stone. But I want to thank you very much for letting me come and talk to you. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and an outstanding New Year's. Not a happy one, but an outstanding New Year's. We're going to have a great parade. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much. Mr. Mark, thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks again, Bob. Just as an aside, Bob talked about some of the groups that the string bands have invited here this year. But last year, through the tickets that we sell here at the Independence Visitor Center, we had ticket sales from 26 states in the United States. So it's more than half of the states in the United States are represented that want to come here and see what's going on New Year's Day. We also have this year, besides the Freedom Band that's going to bring up the front of the parade, we also have the Arapaho Marching Band that was we set this up with them several months ago. Unfortunately, there was a shooting at the school a couple weeks ago, but they're still going to come out, and they're still going to be the first marching band that marches up. So we want you to give them a big, warm welcome when they get there on New Year's Day. So the mayor and deputy mayor have talked about a lot of the logistics. I just wanted to mention, again, a plug for us that tickets are on sale here at the Visitor Center until January 1st, I believe. Are you open on January 1st? Yes. So even if you want to make sure the weather's going to be okay, you can come in here on January 1st. We also have them for sale at the Welcome Center at 16th and JFK for $19.50 for the grandstand. As Deputy Mayor DeBardina said, it's really been ramped up over the last couple years. We have over 1,200 seats with great views of all the great performances that are going to happen that day.